someone that likes to be a bit creative, even if it's extremely cheesy, I decided to make a puppet. So let me show you the results. Don't be too scared. Yeah, absolutely traumatizing. I've still got a bit of pride behind it for some reason. Me and Isa have literally left him in the passenger seat in the car. She's took it to work. Haven't even given it a name. This was the first puppet that we made, and I'm surprised that he stayed together. Someone that doesn't do any knitting or any sewing work, but yeah, he survived. Anyway, the new project in mind, another animal. I've sort of switched between tortoises, sloths. The next one's going to be a pangolin, the most trafficked mammal on the planet, used for its scales for herbal medicines in China. So with these sheets of foam, got from Facebook Marketplace for £5, long, elongated, we're going to make a pangolin. Well, the body of the pangolin, nice, squishy, everything you need for him. Okay, let's get that done. Okay, done. Happy with the shape, happy with the size. It's a realistic length of one of 8 pangolin species. This was the idea. Now, the name pangolin coming from a Malay word meaning roll, which is their defense. Roll him up to protect his face. So yeah, very happy with it. So we've ordered some material that's going to be the skin for the pangolin. We got to think about the scales because they're covered in them. But yeah, really happy with it. Movable head, bit of a joint. The tail based on some cosplay artist who had it so that it was basically able to do some basic moving. Otherwise, happy. So let's get that fabric in. Apologies, Isa had to get the plum out of her mouth. So, fabric's arrived. I feel I can make a high-end Gucci dress out of it. My masculinity is dropping whilst I say this. So, skin's gone. This is going to be the base layer for him. Me covering the whole body with it. 2 meters by 2 meters, £35 on fabricstore.co.uk. Awesome. Otherwise, looking good. Looking good. So the pangolin's eye, normally being black, I wanted something with a bit more colour. Ordered these off Etsy. Shamefully, I don't think they're going to work. A bit too goldfish-like it's always looking out the side of its head instead of being able to look forward. A pangolin's eye naturally being pure black, but I still need something with colour. So yeah, this one, not really happy with it. Size of it, I'll be happy, so we'll get another one. Let's try and cover him with his skin and see how he looks afterwards. See if we can get it tight around the body. As much as I enjoy sitting down and doing something a bit more crafty, a bit more different, instead of killing my time playing Halo or gaming, downgrading to a shared house from a 2-bed flat where we was living, plan to save, plan to get and do big things in 2022, means you don't have anywhere to work, and it means when you want to set up a camera and do something, you have this angle. Fun times. Otherwise, we're using hot glue to do the fabric. Again, get it in, get it shaped up, and then tighten it. That's the plan anyway. Otherwise, enjoying it, really loving the material. Yeah, he's going to be good. For someone that enjoys doing crafty little things, during COVID we made clay sculptures of Pokemon, hand painted Pokemon cards, did the sloth, did some watercolour painting, some abstract, all this stuff. Still don't have the gear for it, so this whole pangolin has been done with cheap scissors and a glue gun and these little pathetic pieces of glue. Irritating. So anyway, this is the shiniest turd I've ever created. We've done all the body now, completely done, and it's still flexible. Again, a pangolin known to curl up in a ball, so we can still do it. The last piece of skin we have to do is just the head. Again, having that little bit of floppiness. We all need a bit of floppiness. And then we got to focus on the paws, you know, get some sort of like fake liver on there with the claws, the eyes, and then the scales. Now I didn't know how to do the scales because you want it to be flexible, you want to still be able to squeeze it, but still a bit tough enough that they keep their shape. So after going to Hobbycraft, we found these. 50p a sheet, half a mil thickness, and just brown. So already got that base colour to the pangolin. Be buying some bronze spray paint, some different browns, do something with it like that. Any sort of dopey idea that comes into my head, I like to try out. So we've got these strip LED lights that are connected by USB port. Idea being that under the scales we can have this sort of light up effect. This was the idea anyway. If not, it might be worth doing it from the face going down the back. So we'll try out some of that. And the only other thing we have to think of is inside this little mouth of his, how we're going to do an extendable tongue. I wanted a tongue that could come out maybe like a foot, something a bit dramatic, something that I could sort of bring in and out. So I'll probably find some flexible wire and wrap it in something pink, maybe some pink rubber that you would use on wiring, and then have just a little loop that I could pull with my finger in order to have an extendable tongue. Some little gimmicks. Using a pangolin to, you know, teach children, stuff like that. It's something a bit comical, something a bit different instead of typical flashcards or little pictures on a screen. I'd like to have something hands-on. Going somewhere that doesn't have much in the way of materialistic stuff, a simpler lifestyle. So I'd like to be able to turn a plain, boring classroom into something that's a bit more abstract, a bit more colourful, a bit more creative. And I definitely know that I can't be bringing this into a classroom. I genuinely think I'd be fired and probably banned internationally from working with kids. So we'll have to get rid of this guy at some point, which would be a shame because he's now our little special part of the little relationship. But yeah, he's gonna have to go. So this is where we're at. Let's get and finish the skin on the head, and then we'll focus on the lighting, the tongue, the eyes, and then the scales. Looking on Etsy and eBay and Amazon for bare eyes and noses, you're looking about 8 to 12 quid for a good 22mm eyes. I don't want to be wasting that much money. So far spent around £50. Fabric, foam, A4 pads. So overall 50 quid spent so far. So the idea of getting these eyes and nose, easy way is to go to a charity shop. Bit of money, something good, and get my own teddy bears. Luckily this teddy is a bit overdue, 2017 Christmas. Perfect, big eyes. Sounds a bit torturous, I know. And then this dog, we had to take the apron off because it was for blind guide dogs and I couldn't remove the nose of a blind guide dog. So let's go and take these two off. Sorry polar bear, I know you're an endangered species, but pangolins are more trafficked than you. I'm sorry. This shouldn't be on camera. No. There we go. Poor. If they just had mixed their eyes and nose, we wouldn't have to do this. Torture's over. I could be the good guy. That's so sad. That's so sad. Okay. almost there putting the scales on. We've got some on the legs, that can wait till last. Head, getting these nice little ones. He's feeling a little bit Sonic-y in a way. But hey, we'll just call it cool. It's that Bart Simpson look, it's fine. Now a pangolin's ears is like this out curved slit, which should be along here. And then obviously we have these eyes from our poor polar bear. But overall, we're getting a good idea of how this pangolin's gonna look. Really enjoyed it. Flexibility that if I get enraged, I can throw it without any risk of too much damage. The head, still got that flexibility, we're still looking good. So for those of you that are creative, people that like to take on new projects, or even if it's not creative, for myself, when I start something that takes more than 3 or 4 days, I end up wanting to just finish it. But here we are with Pangy, the pangolin. Now, again, only second attempt creating anything of this sort of plushy toy model, but I genuinely think he's came out so cool, so awesome. Me being a very masculine man, I find it hard to express myself, but hey, we give it a go. So yeah, absolutely love it. So this is him, got his gorgeous long tail. We haven't named him yet, so comment name ideas for a pangolin. A bit of a spirit guide sort of pangolin here. But yeah, I think he's came out awesome. Hopefully be able to put the tongue attractively in, I hope. Try and get it so that it comes out the neck. And there we go. So there we go, finally finished, thank God. Took about 2 weeks to make, but he's here. He's finally done. It's finally done. So anyway, keeping in mind he's going to be used as a prop in class in Cambodia. He's going to be used for a little bit. So hit a like if you like the look of him. Appreciate any support. Didn't even cost much to make. So keep in mind that if you want to go and make something, go and do it. This cost about 60 quid overall. A bit of time, a bit of creativity, you're done. Otherwise, thank you. Anything to say, Pangy? Fair play, fair play. Otherwise, take care, guys. Come out your shell. Go and do something different, interesting, something for you. Much love, like, subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.